Welcome to Hari's Hobbies, the channel where we discuss the latest tech news and delve into the newest tech products. Today, we're taking a look at how the GTX 1180 will actually be better than two GTX 1080s in SLI. But before we delve into that, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you guys would like to stay updated with the latest tech news related to gaming and PCs. So recently, there have been a lot of rumors and leaks surrounding the release date of the GTX 1180, and there has been a lot of debate over when the GTX 1180 is actually going to come out. But what a lot of these rumors and leaks don't cover is the performance of the GTX 1180. And if the performance of the GTX 1180 isn't good, then nothing else is even relevant in the first place. So to determine the performance of the GTX 1180, we should first look at the leaked specs of the GTX 1180. So starting off, the GTX 1180 is supposed to have 3,584 CUDA cores and 224 TMUs, just like the GTX 1080 Ti. But that's pretty much where the similarities end. The GTX 1180 will have higher core clocks with a base frequency of 1600 MHz and a max boost frequency of 1800 MHz. Additionally, the GTX 1180 will also have a smaller die size of 400 mm squared instead of 471 mm squared found on the GTX 1080 Ti. On top of this, the GTX 1180 will have 8GB of GDDR6 memory, be on the 12nm process, be based on GT104, and it will accomplish all this while consuming less power than the GTX 1080 Ti with an estimated TDP of 170 to 200 watts. So in essence, the GTX 1180 will have the same raw horsepower as the GTX 1080 Ti while being more efficient and having some upgrades like GDDR6 memory and the new architecture. Furthermore, the GTX 1180 may also have a technological advantage over the GTX 1080 Ti because the GTX 1180 may support ray tracing and come with tensor cores. I don't believe the GTX 1180 will come with tensor cores, and that may just be reserved for the GTX 1180 Ti, but I do believe that the GTX 1180 will most likely support ray tracing technology. According to GamerMeld, the GTX 1180 is supposed to support DirectX 12.5 and DirectX 13, and ray tracing technology may be what that is all about. Also, without this, the GTX 1180 would just be an incremental upgrade, but if it does have ray tracing, then it'll be a huge leap forward, and I think Nvidia would prefer that because it's a huge marketing point, and it would really separate the GTX 1100 series from the 10 series, and it would really motivate buyers to go and upgrade to the GTX 1100 series even if they have the 10 series already. So it would lead to a significant increase in sales. As a result, the 12nm process, GDDR6 memory, the new architecture, and possible ray tracing technology would all work together and give the GTX 1180 a sizable upgrade over the GTX 1080 Ti. The GTX 1080 Ti was already very comparable with the two 1080s in SLI, and in many times the GTX 1080 Ti would actually beat out the 1080s in SLI in terms of frames per second. Taking that into consideration, the GTX 1180 should perform better than two 1080s in SLI across the board. As a result, we should see a solid 60 plus frames per second for all modern games at 4K with the GTX 1180. Also, the 1180 should crush triple monitor gaming, 1440p ultra-wide gaming, and pretty much any gaming style you prefer. And as a result, the GTX 1180 will indeed be a gaming monster. So that's all cool and all, but what about the price of the GTX 1180? Because that is one of the most important things to consider when deciding to buy a new GPU. Well, according to GamerMeld, a third-party variant of the GTX 1180 is going to come out for an MSRP of $720. Based off that, and considering that usually third-party variants are more expensive because they usually have better cooling and also have higher clocks, the Founder Edition should come at a lower price of probably $700. While this may seem expensive, it's actually not that bad considering that the GTX 1080 also came out for an MSRP of $700. And you're pretty much getting two 1080s with the 1180 for pretty much the same price. I know that SLI doesn't scale well, but what I'm trying to say is that just 2 years ago, you would have to spend $1,400 to get the same performance the GTX 1180 will offer you, and now you can get it for $700. So that's definitely really good progress. Finally, when exactly is this new GTX 1180 going to come out? Well, according to GamerMeld, the GTX 1180 should come out on July 30th. But considering that we haven't heard anything from Nvidia, and considering that they have a lot of excess 10 series GPUs in their inventory, I don't think this is going to happen. What I think is more likely is a reveal at Hot Chips conference in August and a release in September. So, should you wait for the GTX 1180? Well, in my opinion, definitely if you're considering the GTX 1080 Ti, because it's going to cost the same amount and you'll get a pretty good performance upgrade. In my opinion, the best thing to do if you are in that situation is wait for the holiday season of this year and pick up a brand new GTX 1180 at a really good discount, like for $650 or $600 during Black Friday or Cyber Monday. But that's just what I think. What do you guys think? Are you guys really hyped for the GTX 1180? And when do you guys think it's going to come out? Make sure to comment down below what you guys think, because I do read all my comments and I'm curious as to what you guys think, so make sure to post your thoughts. Also, if you guys like this video, then make sure to drop a like and hit that subscribe button if you guys would like to see more videos just like this one. But until next time, bye.